Okay, welcome to today's inquiry lesson, everybody. We're going to be using our plan today to write our final piece of writing, the next part of our story, Oliver Twist. So you'll need your plan. I've got mine here. You'll need a piece of paper and you'll need a pen. Okay, so all I'm going to do to start with is I'm going to take the first part of my plan and I'm going to write that as a sentence onto my piece of paper. So the idea that I've gone with here, I've decided that Oliver's going to go to the police for some help. Now remember, we're talking about Oliver in the third person in this story. Rather than using I decided to go to the police, I'm imagining that I'm looking at Oliver, I'm seeing him, I'm seeing the things he's doing, and I'm telling the reader about them. So I'm going to start with he, making sure I'm using that capital letter for the start of my sentence. Making sure as well I'm taking the time to do my best cursive handwriting. He decided to go. So all I'm doing is using my ideas I've collected here to write them down as my sentence. He decided to go. Police. Okay. Now I'm going to use a conjunction because, and then I'm going to use it to add more detail to explain to my reader why is he going to the police. Now, as I'm going through my story, I'm always going to be looking for opportunities to add extra features into my writing. So rather than just saying because they would help him, I'm going to phrase this as a rhetorical question for my reader. So I'm going to say because they had to help him. Remember, a rhetorical question is where we're asking the reader something to engage them, but we're not expecting them to give us an answer. But we still need to make sure then that we finish our sentence with a question mark, because it is still a question. Okay, making sure we're leaving a line if we're using line paper. Alright, so there you go. I've taken my two ideas and I've written them into my first sentence. Now I'm going to go back through and I'm going to check that I've included all the things that I need to, like my capital letters at the beginning of my sentences, punctuation at the end, in this case my question mark. Now I'm going to read through, make sure my sentence makes sense. So he decided to go to the police because they had to help him. Okay, now, actually, does that make sense? He decided to go to the police. So I'm going to make a quick edit now already, just to make sure my first sentence makes sense. Okay, have a go at writing in your first sentence using the first part of your plan now.